Well, a new bill in hopes to clear homeless encampments compassionately will go before the Senate Public Safety Committee next week. Join us now to discuss the Senate Bill 1011 is Vista Mayor John Franklin. Mayor Franklin, always so good to see you.
Great to be with you.
All right, well, I've been tracking this SB 1011, and it was introduced in February by Senator Jones. And it's interesting to hear that there are nearly 20 bipartisan co-authors. That's good news, right?
It is good news. The bill mainly deals with encampments that are near schools. And we not only need to deal with encampments near our schools, but also in parks, waterways, sensitive environmental areas. We have encampments that are illegal, that are destroying habitat, and they're threatening the safety of school children and of our communities and our parks. And so we really need to do something about this. It's very critical.
So this bill will be heard in the Senate hearing coming Tuesday.
That's
and
right.
What would this bill do?
Well, this bill would ban encampments within 500 feet of schools. I'm hopeful that the senators in the committee will continue to work on this bill. I would like personally to see it go further and eliminate camping in our parks. That's a problem for us all over the state. We need to clean up our public buildings. So in Vista, we have shelter beds available. We have safe parking spaces available. We've made safe places for people to be sheltered. And what we're asking in Vista, what I'm asking as a public leader, is that if individuals decline the help that we're offering, we should have the right to enforce the law. We should have the right to insist, if you don't want to sleep in a warm bed in the shelter tonight, then you're going to have to leave, or you're going to have to go to jail. We have to be able to use law enforcement to solve this problem. We can't say any longer that enforcing our laws is off the table. It has to be part of the solution.
So your approach for the city of Vista, is that very similar to the city of San Diego's unsafe camping ordinance?
We've been very aggressive ever since I became the mayor, and we've been analyzing, and we've found a few elements of the new San Diego law that we're going to and are planning to implement, but we've been far more aggressive. We have not been tolerant of illegal encampments, yet they persist because it is an incredible manpower challenge. The biggest problem is it is nearly impossible to book someone into jail right now for the misdemeanor crime of illegal camping. We need to have beds to treat people for addiction. We need to have beds to treat and basically jail cells for those people that don't want to follow the law. We have a team of 12 people in Vista that have gone out and have asked, in some cases 20 times per individual, asking people to take the shelter bed that is available. And we're trying to help those people compassionately, but 94% of the time they decline the services that we're offering. What we're saying is either take the help we're offering, sleep in a safe warm bed and eat a hot meal tonight, get a warm shower tomorrow morning, or you gotta go to jail. But that option has to be on the table. This bill is a good start. Frankly, we need to go a lot further. We need to reclaim our neighborhoods and our streets. And I talked to a family, a mother and a father this week, whose son died in January, who was suffering from addiction. He was in and out of rehab, and he died because his addiction overcame him on the streets. And so what I would ask everybody who's listening is, what's the compassionate thing to do for somebody who's severely mentally ill or suffering from drug addiction? Is it compassionate to leave them on the streets to suffer and die? Or is it more compassionate to get them the help that they need, even if that means that we have to put them in jail because they've already committed a crime? But then we need to make those beds available, and we need to do with our jails what's necessary, get them into the right condition so that the public sees that they're safe, that they have the mental health facilities in them. But we need the facilities to be able to treat people on an involuntary basis if they are severely mentally ill, they have committed a crime, and they're refusing the help that we're offering.
Yeah, we appreciate you sharing that. And it seems like we talk about the homeless crisis for the city of San Diego on a weekly basis. What does the unhoused number look like for the city of Vista?
Well, we're waiting right now, and we should be, hopefully you'll be reporting in a week or two on the new point-in-time count that was done about 2 months ago. They're still sharpening the pencil on those numbers. I'm not sure why it takes them that long to get them out. But we had 84 at last count. But you know, looking at this state audit that was just done, for 124,000 unsheltered people in California, spending about $65,000 on every single one of them every year just through the state budget if we look at the housing and homelessness programs. So we're spending a lot of money, and the problem continues to get significantly worse. The approach that we're taking is not working, and it's not working because we've stopped enforcing our laws and we've stopped demanding accountability. We really need to take a different approach. And
well, do you think that all the mayors should be working together? Because there's a lot of pressure on the city of San Diego with that encampment ban and also with the safe sleeping sites. So there's been reports that it's pushing the homeless to other neighborhoods, other cities. And many other communities are seeing it. So you would think that all the mayors would be working together to come up with a solution.
Well, when I hear that it's been as effective as some claim it has in the city of San Diego, when I go to the Padres game, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the streets lined with tents, and I'm not going to allow that in my city. And I'll tell you what, you know, at one point we had 3 tents right in a row, and I went to our sheriff's captain and our city manager, and I said, not in Vista, it's not going to happen here, not on my watch. And we did not allow it.
Yeah, I wish we had more time to talk about this, because I wanted to talk to you further about, for example, in the city of San Diego, La Jolla is included. How come you don't see a big homeless population in La Jolla, but you see it in Ocean Beach, you see it in downtown San Diego? So something there doesn't really make sense. You don't see it in Del Mar, you don't see it along Carlsbad. So it's just so interesting why it's so populated in the city of San Diego, in the downtown East Village area, but not other communities. So I wish we had more time, but I'd love to, you know.
Where voters put pressure on their elected officials not to tolerate it, it won't be tolerated.
All right. Well, I'd love to have you back.
Thanks,
so we can discuss SB 1011. I know it's going to go into the Senate hearing for the Public Safety Committee next Tuesday. Thank you so much, Franklin. Our pleasure. Logan.